You'll need to double-check these suspicious passengers on Customs UK.
It doesn't take long for Paul and Hazel to spot some dodgy bags, and Sarah finds some sneakily hidden cigarettes.
A few cigarettes. Obviously, we can see a couple of cartons here inside the suitcase, but there's also a few that I can feel under the lining here. We can just have a look in there. There's a few cigarettes under there. And also, in an effort to try and hide them, there's actually some that I can feel in the bottom of here. These are, I'll just hold them, a pair of waterproof trousers.
Paul heads back out to wait for the passenger to claim the bag with the green trousers.
Hello. Hello. Yes. Where have you arrived from?
From Republic of Moldova.
Moldova. OK, if you'd like to bring your bags in.
Paul reminds the man about the rules.
There's allowances with regard to cigarettes and tobacco. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You understand it. And what do you understand those allowances to be?
I don't know.
You don't know? So it's 200 cigarettes.
But Paul knows he's got a lot more than 200.
OK, so you've got 600 there, which is 3 times what you're allowed. Yes?
Sorry?
It's 3 times what you're allowed for 600 cigarettes, yes?
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So you're over by 3. Yes? 3 times. 3 times the allowance, yes?
Yeah.
Have you got any other cigarettes or tobacco in here?
Yeah, I got a couple of more
Couple more what?
cigarettes.
Yeah, but how many?
Just 2.
Just those?
Yeah. Maybe more.
Maybe more?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me how many?
I don't know exactly. I bring this souvenir for my friends.
As a souvenir?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a cigarette called a souvenir before.
Because it's too expensive here. They asked me for cigarettes.
So how many cigarettes have you got in total?
Maybe I got here cigarettes.
And you've hidden them inside the case? Why have you hidden them in the case?
They told me.
They told you to hide them. Why? Because you're not allowed to bring them?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe you don't know. Basically, you get a 200 cigarette allowance. Once you go over that allowance, you forfeit that allowance. So all the items that you brought in today are going to be seized, yeah? You understand that? And I think you knew it before, didn't you? That's why they were hidden.
Yeah, they told me.
As Paul finishes up his search of the man's bags, Officer Sarah takes him aside for a quick word.
So,
If you check the feet of those very large waterproof trousers, there's some in the feet.
oh, is there?
The ones in the red bag.
Cheeky.
You might check the other one, because I think there might be another one in there.
Pop that one back up. Pop that one back up.
Sorry, what?
Bring it back up. Have you got cigarettes in the bottom of these?
I don't know.
You do know, don't you? Because you did it. So bring the other pair out.
This?
Yes, yes, yes. Now, you knew they were in there and you saw me put them back, but you still didn't tell me, did you?
I don't remember, but
I think you do remember quite clearly.
how many?
Paul is far from impressed that the man has tried to deceive him. Hidden in the 2 pairs of trousers are over 200 cigarettes.
Now, is there anything else you want to tell me about?
No.
No? That's it, is it?
Check again.
It would have been just better if you'd have been honest with me at the beginning, yes?
In all, the man was trying to smuggle almost 3,000 cigarettes.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't know, I've never seen cigarettes packed like this before. This is the first time for me. He'd hidden them on advice from his friends, but I think he totally knew why he was hiding them. Your passport, and you're free to go.
At Gatwick Airport, a plane has just come in from Kingston in Jamaica, a known source area for illegal drugs. As the last of the passengers pass through the customs channels, officers stop a woman who's just arrived home in the UK. After a routine baggage search and an ion scan swab test of her suitcase, traces have been found for cocaine. Despite the woman's protest, her suitcase is taken away for further tests.
I've done an ion scan on the bag. I mean, she's adamant she hasn't come anywhere near drugs. She's adamant there's nothing in there, but I've got to find out why. I've got to read him for 2.55. What do you do for a living?
I was writing for a magazine out there.
What does your partner do?
He's a musician. Yeah, what is the situation?
Well, I'm still getting readings for cocaine. So you said you're travelling with your partner. I need to have a chat with him as well to see if we can find out why we are getting the readings.
The woman starts to become agitated with the suggestion that she's been involved with cocaine.
I'm not saying you've got it. All I'm saying is at the moment...
There's no actual cocaine.
Well, I haven't found any, so that's good. But I still need to find out why I am getting these readings. It might be that your boyfriend will be able to throw some light on it. I don't know until I've spoken to him.
But if he can't throw any light on it, what happens?
Well, at the moment, until I've spoken to him, I can't say what's going to happen.
Whilst waiting for the woman's boyfriend to arrive from immigration, officers become intrigued by some prescription drugs in the woman's hand luggage.
It's a strong medication. It certainly sounds it by that.
What if that could have set it off?
Pardon?
With questions to be answered, the woman's Rastafarian boyfriend is hurried through immigration. But he too is less than happy at the suggestion he's been involved with
And
cocaine.
it can happen from anything. You can have touched something that somebody else has touched.
No, I haven't touched nothing.
But you don't know that. You might have touched the... Listen to me. You might have touched the airlines.
Just relax, yeah.
You can pick up traces of drugs from anywhere.
Yeah.
You can pick them up from train
Well,
seats. You
so
can
she-
pick them up
yeah.
from airline seats. You can pick them up from being in nightclubs, pubs,
No, we're
bars,
not in
anywhere.
nightclub.
No, but this is what I'm saying to you. This is you can pick traces of drugs up, okay? And that can then contaminate the contents of your suitcase.
Okay, well-
So what we need to do is we need to make sure that's all.
I'm a reggae artist, you know.
Okay.
And my wife, not.
With neither passenger offering an explanation, further searches will be conducted to get to the bottom of the cocaine traces.
So as a Rasta then, do you use cannabis?
Yeah, I use cannabis, but I don't have none neither. Better when this one to find traces of cannabis, because I smoke cannabis. But no other drugs, I don't deal with crack and cocaine.
That's fine.
We also ban it, we have the
That's
money in the
absolutely
Royal Bank of
fine.
Scotland, too, so we not transfer drugs and push drugs.
But you see, where you say that you're a reggae artist, okay? So where you do that,
Yeah.
there could be people there who smoke
Well,
drugs
that's
and smoke
with me, Mama, man.
cocaine.
And I'm clean.
Yeah, but
Like
do you see what I'm
this-
saying?
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So you could have picked up traces of drugs from
Yeah,
there.
but
You wouldn't know that you'd
It's
done
very-
it.
It's very hard for a label my lady like that, you know? You understand?
Officer Hazel takes the man's suitcase to the X-ray, but her colleague Sam thinks she might have worked out what's causing the high traces of cocaine.
We just have to check your partner, but what I think is happening is because of the drugs you're taking, it's reacting for the cocaine test. And that's probably all it is
I've
that...
never even seen cocaine. I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, but that's what it is. I think that's what it is. It's because you've got really strong medication. And I think that's where it is, because you're taking it. When you sweat, it goes into your pores, and then it goes onto your clothing, then you're putting the clothing in your suitcase. And that's what's contaminating it.
Hazel's search of the man's suitcase comes back clear as well.
Okay. That's fine.
You okay, princess?
Yes.
Yeah, man, Chris, man, everything Chris.
Despite the questioning, the couple are happy to accept that it's been a necessary interrogation by the officers.
Thank you for being understanding. Sorry for delaying you. Okay? Right, bye-bye.
He was fine because I sprang him out the queue and he was absolutely fine. He was charming, chatty, and the minute that you mention drugs, cocaine specifically, he was not happy at all. He's Rastafarian and to my understanding they use cannabis and don't have much to do with cocaine, but he got quite cross up here, but then he called me princess, so I figured it wasn't too bad. Nobody ever calls me
I
princess.
think they felt better when I said I think it's the medication.
Yeah.
In Birmingham, officers have just minutes to decide what to do with the man carrying over £4,000 in cash. Having lied about the amount of money he was carrying, background checks have been conducted, which have brought up more lies.
Do you know what being arrested is?
Not arrested.
No. You've never been arrested?
No.
Right. Well, our records show differently, sir. And our records also show you had goods seized at this airport as well. You said you'd never been in trouble with customs? No, you don't remember that either? No. OK, just wait for the...
The PNC's got checks coming back for bringing in cigarettes into the Birmingham airport. 1,400, that was last year.
Despite his previous offences, today the main concern is the £4,000 in cash, which may be illegal income. Having failed to pay any taxes for the previous 2 years, Officers decide to seize the money as they suspect him of tax evasion.
There is money. It's not money, no any money.
We haven't got time now to talk about the money, but you need to make a decision on whether you're going to travel or whether you're going to stay here to answer further questions in relation to the money and miss your flight. That's your decision. You're free to go, but the money's not free to go. You understand?
You can miss your flight and stay to speak with us, and you won't be flying today. Or you
No
can
flight today.
Or you can go on the flight now, but your money will be staying here and will go before the magistrate in 48 hours. So you have to make a decision, sir. Do you want to fly or do you want to stay?
Reluctantly, he hands over all of his cash.
I don't want to handle the cash.
His case will go to court, and he'll have the chance to appeal the seizure when he returns to the UK.
And that's the reasons why the money's been taken from you, OK? Thank you.
With just seconds to spare, the man and his wife catch their flight, minus their cash.
If we hadn't done the last check about what taxes he'd paid, what benefits he'd been claiming, he would have been on that flight with that money. Because we did the check, we found out he hadn't paid his taxes, which therefore is a proceed of crime. So therefore his money's gone.
We saw this guy a couple of months ago. He comes up with a different reason for travel each time. He comes up with a different background story each time. For some reason, he doesn't want to tell us exactly what he's doing.
Okay, now you told me that you wanted to come and live in the UK.
Yeah.
Yes? Is that what your trip is all about? You're coming over here?
Yeah, because I want to find that out. If I like it, but I want to find that out if I really, really like it to stay here.
I've stopped him before, and he had a laptop case. And when we did the iron track on the laptop case, it gave us the highest I've ever seen. And he was very inconsistent with his story at the time. So we body scanned him, we x-rayed him at the hospital, that was all negative, and we had nowhere else to go, we had to let him go.
Having found massively high traces of drugs on the passenger in the past, officers must again rule out the possibility that he may be carrying drugs this time.
From what I can make out, he actually missed the flight yesterday, so he's come in today, he's going home again tonight. He's saying that he just wants to come over here to see what it's like to live in the UK, but I'm not really very happy with what he's telling me. I'm not really very happy with, I don't know, something's not hanging together right here. I'm not happy, but at the same time I can't persecute the guy.
No, you can't.
A swab test is conducted on his bag for any traces of drugs.
So, I'm just going to see if I can get any readings from the bag here.
And a positive reading for cocaine leaves Officer Sarah with yet more questions.
Have you got a hit off his bag?
Yes.
How high?
1.96.
No, not as high as last time.
Oh, a bit high.
What does he say he does for a job?
He works in a magazine section behind a shop.
See, last time he said he was involved in his family gold business.
The inconsistent job history, along with the lack of evidence, is beginning to frustrate.
I don't want to persecute the guy, but at the same time, there is a lot of stuff that's not adding up.
What we will do is search him to see if we can find anything on his person, any papers, large sums of cash, anything at all, which could indicate the real reason for his travel to the UK, which obviously he doesn't want to tell us about.
I'm really not very happy about some of the things that you've said to me today. You're not here for very long. So for that reason, I've had a search authorised. So some male officers here are going to take you into the room away from the public view and they'll just give you a rub-down search, okay?
Whilst hoping they may find some concrete evidence to explain the man's suspicious story, it doesn't take long to make a decision.
Okay.
Nothing found means he's free to go.
If you just grab your bag
Yeah.
and then just make your way through to the exit. Good luck to you in finding a job and working out where you want to live, okay? Thank you very much for your time.
It's an inexplicable outcome for the officers.
His story, his reasons for being here are unbelievably vague. Doesn't really all add up. Who knows?
In Gatwick, the baggage X-ray has picked up a suspiciously empty suitcase, and customs want to talk to the passenger. Officers have to tackle all kinds of passenger, and some are more cooperative than others.
Hi, sir. Hi, where have you come from today? Tripoli, yeah? Okay, just want to bring your bag over here for us. Just here.
Officers ask simple questions to work out if further investigation is needed. But this man is making things difficult.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll try and make this as painless as possible.
But you need to be quick, yeah?
But I understand I've got to do my job, though, yeah. Just, first of all, whereabouts are you going to in the UK? Where's home for you here?
Well, I live here.
Yeah, yeah, where's home?
Check it in your system.
All right, if you tell me, then I won't have to go and check it.
Then you go and check it.
No, if you do, just tell me where you go.
Give me a break, let me go.
Why have you been out there for a week?
I don't need to tell you.
Well, I'm a customs officer.
Yeah, but I don't need to tell you.
All right.
That's not your business.
Did you pack the bags yourself?
Yes, yeah.
And do you know what's inside your bags?
Listen, I have just opened it.
All right.
Can you just...
Well, if you can open your bag up and let's have a quick look inside again.
Officers were alerted by the empty bag, but are now very intrigued by the man's demeanour.
Just got an empty bag, yeah? All right. Okay, that's all right.
No.
I won't need to take everything out.
My son is just looking for me. Just get...
All right, sir. All right. Sir. All right, leave me to this, all right, and I'll finish, and then you can be on your way, all right? Just let me do my job.
Finish and let me go, idiot.
How much money have you got there?
You can count it. It is your money.
No, it's your money, so, tell me how much you got.
What does that have to do with you?
Sorry?
What does that have to do with you?
I just would like to know how much you've got there.
I don't need to tell you.
All right, fair enough.
Imbecile.
Unless the man starts to cooperate, this baggage search could take quite some time.
Hang on, I haven't finished yet. It's all right. Sir, let
this
go.
This is my document. That's how
yeah. So I need to have a look at that.
No.
All right.
This is my document. This is special.
That's special, is it?
Yeah.
All right, I need to have a quick look.
No. This is my document. That's special. Don't need to have a look at this.
Anything you have in your baggage, sir, is liable for me to have a look at. All right.
I don't need to read my stuff.
Stay there. Stay there.
The man's erratic behaviour is still causing concern.
All right, you're not being very helpful, sir, are you? Just want to leave that stuff there a second.
Some background checks reveal this isn't his first brush with the authorities.
Yes, CRO September 6 violence, premises, major subject.
Fits in.
Yeah, NFA, no court appearance or any charge.
All right. I'll go and get
To rule out any possibility the man's carrying drugs, they need to search him and swab his shoes.
I've spoken to an independent senior officer, all right, and they've authorised a rub-down search of your person.
What does that mean?
Just like a pat-down search like that, okay? What we do is, we'll take your stuff with you and we'll go to there's a private room just out there, all right? You got it?
Out the back, the man continues to make things difficult.
Yeah, just place it on the bed for us. That's right, just place it on the bed and you can see it when it's done. I'd rather you just place it on the bed. Sir, please.
You can search.
I'd rather you just place it on the bed. You just do a swab of them. Thanks. It's got 2 mobile phones plus another SIM card, but again, nothing on the shoes, so there's no other reason to hold them. So, all right.
In the end, it was all a lot of fuss about nothing.
The smallest reason someone can just kick off, and he just threw his dummy out of the pram and just chucked everything around, and that was about as much as he could do. You know, in those first couple of seconds, if it's going to be worth it or not. With him, and it's definitely worth taking further, just to see what his story was, really.
A flight has just arrived from Malaga in Spain, and officers are x-raying bags to check for any illegal goods. One bag appears to be full of cigarettes, so a description is radioed through to the officers inside the terminal.
It's a black bulldog, and it's got the Chelsea line under its skill.
Okay, I'll pick it up. Thank you.
The bag is placed back on the luggage carousel, and Officer Erica waits for the owner to pass through the customs channels.
Hi, Hi guys, are you travelling together? Yeah, can you just step this way a second? Where have you just arrived from?
Malaga.
Malaga? And how long have you been away for?
4 days.
4 days, was it holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And I take it this is all your luggage?
Yeah.
You packed it all yourselves? Yeah? Fully aware of all the contents?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Did you purchase anything over there that you brought back with you? Any gifts for anyone? Cigarettes, tobacco, alcohol?
Kids and t-shirts.
Right, okay, so no cigarettes and tobacco? Okay, and who are they for? Both of you? You both smoke, do you? Okay, and how much have you... You don't at the moment?
No, she's not. She's pregnant.
Oh, right, okay.
Big going back to Spain.
Right, okay, so how much have you got?
How about I got?
How many cigarettes, tobacco? How much have you got?
Quantities of cigarettes purchased in Spain are only allowed back into the UK if they're for personal use. The couple will need to convince Erica that all their tobacco products are for themselves. As the bags are checked, the packages just keep coming, raising the suspicion that the goods may not be for personal use.
How much did all of this cost you? So, you are the only one that smokes at the moment, yeah?
Basically, I smoke rollies.
Yeah.
She smokes and takes. She's offered some stuff, but I'm not going back abroad. So basically, I wanted to buy it.
Oh, right, okay. How long do you expect this to last you?
6 months tops.
Yeah? Do you normally bring stuff back when you go abroad, or?
If we go away to Spain, we do, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Have you got any rolling papers on you at all?
On me?
Yeah. No papers? No? Okay, you've got an open packet there though, have you? Okay, if I asked you to roll a cigarette, would you be able to do that for me? Yeah? Okay, I'll just get some papers then.
The male passenger has been asked to roll a cigarette to establish whether he himself is a smoker.
Do you normally roll them yourself?
Yeah, but I'm not doing
No, basically there's a guideline amount. We've got to satisfy ourselves that it's not for any other purpose than your own personal use.
After 2 attempts, the man has produced a pretty unconvincing rollie.
All right, I'll be back in a second then. That's his second attempt at a cigarette.
Okay. If that's what you
Yeah.
think, a rollie, it'll last them about 2 years.
Erica remains unhappy with the couple's story.
Right, based on the amount that you brought in, you're not over the guidelines, but I'm not entirely satisfied. Obviously, you're bringing in cigarettes, even though you're not going to be smoking them for a certain amount of months. Okay, what I want to do is just interview you both, okay, and ask you some more questions. You're not under arrest or anything like that, so you are free to leave, but obviously if you do go, the goods stay here. Oh, right. Okay. So would that be preferable?
Go away and come back, that'd be better.
Yeah?
Leave everything, or you say come back with us or no?
No, you have to leave everything here. What we do is we detain it. I'll write out a detention notice for you. I'll just do the paperwork, okay? And then you can just sign it and we'll go from there.
Excellent.
Okay, yeah?
The passengers decide that their time is more precious than their €1,800 cargo and choose to leave the airport empty-handed.
It's hard to tell. That's why we carry out the interviews, go into a bit more detail. He didn't really do a successful attempt at rolling a cigarette, to be honest.
As the couple leave the airport, they're given 30 days in which to arrange the follow-up meeting. For now, their goods remain seized.
Oh, I'm sorry, you've got to go somewhere, sir, but we'll do this as quick as we can. That's what you believe.
The man's anger at being stopped creates more suspicion that he has something to hide.
So where are you off to then? Where are you off to? Where are you off to now? Sorry? You just want to go home? Where's home? Sorry?
If you open it again, please, like the same.
Well, I'll do my best, but, you know, if you're not happy the way we do it, then you can sort it out for yourself, can't you?
What do you mean I sort out myself?
Well, I'll open it the best that I can. If you want to, do you want to unwrap it for me?
You know why? Listen to me. Listen.
Do you want to unwrap it so you can wrap it back up how you want,
Yeah,
or do you want me to just cut it open? I'm happy for you to unwrap
I mean,
it.
you can put in, you can use machines or
No,
whatever.
that's.
I'm
going to have a look.
I'm not happy what you're doing right now.
Well, that's
with
fine. If you're not
cameras
happy,
in front
sir.
of me, honestly.
If you're not happy,
Really
there's
not
a
happy.
complaints procedure you can follow after we've done
Yeah,
this.
I need to talk to somebody you see.
Well, no. At the moment, we're going to look in this box, all right? And then do you want me to cut it
I
open?
don't want the camera, please. All right. Sick of the piece, to be honest. Serious mistakes.
Yeah, well,
See the machine. You don't have to open it.
listen. I don't tell you what to do for your job. You please don't tell me what to do for mine, and then we'll get on just fine, won't we? What's this?
This is drugs.
Sorry?
Check them.
Will you tell me what it is before I get there? You tell me you know what's in the bag.
It's kind of sweet.
What's that one do?
Huh?
What's that for?
This?
Yeah.
Medication?
For what?
For headache.
For a headache?
Someone put this drink.
The man's nonchalant answers are proving just as much of a headache for Mike.
So what's that off? What is it? It's your nationality, is it? Who's the other fella? You don't know.
Having found nothing of significance in the man's bag, his shoes are swab tested for any traces of drugs.
I'll just swab the shoes feel a little heavy, and I'll just swab the inside of them to see if we've got a trace reading. As you can see, there's a small trace reading for heroin. I'm just going to pop them through the X-ray now.
Heroin use is widespread in Morocco, and Mike is concerned that the passenger may be concealing the drug in his shoes.
Now to be honest, that looks exactly what I'd expect to see. Looks fine. Okay, so thanks for your patience. You start putting that back if you want to. Well, you can repack it if you want to. I mean, the legal obligation is passengers are legally obliged to open and repack their baggage when requested to do so. Just speeds things up for you. I know you're in a rush.
The man is clearly unhappy about the whole incident. Searching passengers and their luggage is part and parcel of the UK Border Agency's role. It's a necessary process, and for the officers, courtesy goes a long way.
There you go. Thanks for your time and your patience. We're very well aware that the majority of people are perfectly innocent travellers going about their normal day-to-day life. The guilty don't wear labels, and it can make our job a lot easier if people are compliant and pleasant with us rather than perhaps trying to see things that aren't there.
At Birmingham Airport, it's the start of a busy evening shift. A flight has just come in from Gran Canaria, and Officer Mike is scanning suitcases for excessive quantities of cigarettes.
We're X-raying the baggage through this felt scanner here, looking primarily for cigarettes or tobacco, but there is a chance we may find offensive weapons such as flick knives or throwing stars and things like that.
Passengers arriving back from Gran Canaria have a strict allowance of just 200 cigarettes.
Okay, that one's got some square shapes in that may indicate tobacco. We'll have another look at that one in a moment.
Having found a large quantity of cigarettes on the X-ray, Mike will be keen to ask the owner of the suitcases a few questions. A man in shorts and a blue jumper collects one of the bags from the luggage carousel, and as he proceeds through the Nothing to Declare channel, Mike steps in to intercept him.
Hello there, guys. Just step over this way a second. Just come over to the bench for me. Can we look at your passports, please? Not travelling with anyone else? Not travelling with anyone else, no. Just been a family holiday, is it? Yeah, how long have you been away?
For days.
Yeah. Where to?
Gran Canaria.
Okay. Whose name was it booked in? Who actually did the booking? I thought you said you weren't with anyone else.
Three of us. I didn't even know that.
Oh, right. So you were travelling with these people, yeah?
Yeah, when you
right.
said 2 adults.
Well, no, I did say have you travelled with anyone else, and you said no. But it's not a problem. Okay. Yeah. You know what? You can't bring in drugs, guns, knives, weapons, decent material, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. You wear the cigarette restrictions from Gran Canaria. I can tell by the face. Okay. Not sure. Okay. Something you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Cigarettes. Okay. How many have we got? You don't know?
Genuinely.
Do you know how many you're allowed to have? No? 200? One sleeve, one packet. Have we gone bust?
200 sleeves, I think so.
200 sleeves. Okay, I guess we better have a look then, eh?
The man confesses to being way over his allowance.
Who are they for? Fair enough, I appreciate your honesty, mate. First time you've been caught? First time you've been caught? First time you've done it? Last time was at the end.
First time or not, it's going to be an expensive lesson.
Oh, dear me. You did realise that there is a limit when you'd actually become an arrestable offence. Okay, and you're going to be close. It depends on the value.
The man's friend who booked the tickets is also carrying 3 suitcases full of cigarettes. It's now a question of what penalty they face.
You have 36,000. It's a rather impressive 35,600 over the limit, because obviously the baby's not entitled to any. She's not yet 17.
With the man's friend also carrying a further 36,000, the total haul is just under the amount where they would have been arrested.
That one is a warning letter. Now, obviously, as you know, you sailed very close to the wind this time, and there is no other sanction than seizure. Okay, there's no fine, there's no penalty, there's nothing else. The warning letter is there to say,
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again, because next time it may be more serious. Okay.
It's a lucky escape for the 2 men, whose audacious attempt at smuggling cheap cigarettes would have netted them a profit of over £2,000 each.
Quite happy, did some checks on the people involved in both parties, and myself and my colleague were happy that they were first-time offenders from a customs point of view. Needless to say that the records will be maintained on them, and should they try and make another attempt, more punitive action may well be taken.
The UK's airports are where customs make most Class A seizures. Today in Gatwick, officers are waiting for targets suspected of bringing in cocaine from Trinidad. The 2 women could be the first cocaine job ever for new officer Mark.
Nervous because the rest of the team are all going, this is it, this is a job. They've definitely got it. So I'm nervous. Really trying not to be.
2 drug couriers carrying 3 kilos of cocaine were found on this flight yesterday. These 2 women were meant to be on that flight, and their highly excitable behaviour is raising suspicions further.
Thank you. Okay, has anybody asked you to bring anything back for them?
Not this time.
Not this time?
Nah, not this time. We were too naughty to do it this time.
Okay, right. Is it back to work then on Monday?
No, children, we're housewives.
Yeah, got a lot of
small housewives too. Cooking and cleaning.
Obviously, just flying out somewhere very nice and...
Tuesday was horrible.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was
They're
very
so rough
horrible.
and rude.
And their dogs are treated like rats.
And we could be kidnapped. We had to be escorted everywhere we rented.
Right.
Went
Okay. So it's going to sound a silly question, but obviously the tickets for getting out there and staying out there could be quite expensive. How did you pay for your tickets?
Somebody provided us them.
Oh right, that was nice of them. Who was that then? Was that
Tony.
that was nice of him? Why did he do that?
He's got quite a lot of money, to be honest with you.
Their behaviour and their story convince Mark that he's about to get his first cocaine seizure, but the first swab shows no trace.
Completely clear.
Chris joins Mark to dig a little deeper.
Hello.
Christopher.
Oh, really? Right, now, do you need a hand?
Yeah, would you like to do my one?
Actually, if you've just taken the words out of my mouth.
Or do you want me to
or if you want
X-ray
to pop this through, just... Yeah, well, it was just...
Oh, yes.
Oh, how exciting.
Not as exciting as it sounds.
I'd like an X-ray while I'm here.
Well, we could actually arrange that if you wish, but not just yet.
We'll cross that. We'll cross that bridge in a minute.
Okay, that looks about done. Okay, I'll take this one away. Yeah, don't worry, we'll get that sorted.
Can I come with you? What should we do?
That is obviously...
There's something not quite right there. The fact is it's not opening and closing properly, which to me is a bit suspicious. Feels a little bit heavy at the bottom here. I'll just have a quick look.
Where are you taking him, Malcolm?
I'm sure he'll be as gentle as he can.
bags are clean, but with so much to gain from smuggling, sometimes couriers carry drugs inside their bodies.
We'll go for a strip search, presumably, rather than... What I'm about to do, I'm going to go and speak to a colleague because I'm going to ask for somebody to do a search of person. Yeah, because of... well, that's not something that we can do now. It would just be a visual, it would be a visual inspection. Well, because of where you've come from... Hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. Where you've come from, you've both said to me, obviously, you're housewives, you don't have the money. Obviously, you said Uncle Tony's paid for it. No, that's absolutely fine. But obviously, we come across people that don't have money that other people pay to go out and bring drugs in. So it's something that we need to check.
They're not happy, but a body search will find the truth.
So the quicker I go, the quicker it gets done. All right?
But the daughter is getting angry.
The search, yeah, obviously I can...
We're going to have a search. As soon as we've had that search, I think we should be able to leave. We've got children to get back to. You're delaying us for no reason. Once you've searched us, you know we have nothing on us, so why are we still holding your custody?
Their story suggests they're carrying drugs, and Mark waits expectantly outside for the results.
Bend over slightly. No, slightly. That's right, and part the cheeks of your bottom.
The strip search finds nothing, but Mark refuses to give up just yet.
A pair of shoes from the lady that we've just searched. I'm going to swab them with our tool that checks for drugs, as it can be an indication that they've swallowed drugs. So I shall do that, get a result. A small indication.
The indication means Mark wants to do a body scan.
0.5, something to think about. With these indications, keen to go for an X-ray, which the mum has already sort of informally said she's happy to do.
What about the daughter in terms of X-raying? Do you think she'll be happy to do
She's
that?
not happy to be here at the moment.
You don't think they're going to stay? You're going to have to look at arresting them?
I would.
Worried about the daughter's reaction to the X-ray, they decide to arrest them.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of being involved with the importation of a controlled drug. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court.
Who wants to go first then? Let's get moving.
The daughter agrees to be X-rayed first. In just a few seconds, Mark will know if they've swallowed packages of cocaine.
We ain't swallowed nothing, believe you me.
Right.
Against the odds, both scans are clear. And Mark admits that this won't be his first Class A drug bust.
7:58, you're unarrested.
Thank you very much.
Mark and the ladies part as friends.
And you're glad we weren't smugglers, aren't you?
Yes and no.
Why no?
Because I haven't had my first...
Catch of the day.
Exactly. Well, I'm still fairly new at this, and I haven't had my first successful job yet. Not that I'm wishing you particularly were a drug smuggler, but you know.
But, and we do understand drugs is very bad in England, and we would not contribute to bringing in drugs. Because my husband died of a heroin overdose, my brother died of a heroin overdose, so I do understand drugs do not need to be in this country. I've got 4 children who I don't want on drugs, you know what I mean? So I'm anti-drugs, and I understand why you have to do this, you know what I mean? And all good on them, yeah.
A man acting strangely has been intercepted by the UK border officers. Inside the suspect's bags, Gary has found flight manuals and pilot training information.
He's just looking very edgy, very nervous, but he's got all sorts of literature on planes. He says he's just an enthusiast, but he says it looks too detailed, really. It looks like confidential stuff.
So, for you to draw a flight desk simulation planes, where are you getting that information from?
The internet, yeah.
All the stuff that you have in here.
As Gary digs deeper, the details become more and more incriminating.
I was interested during the RAF once.
You were interested in what, sorry?
Joined the RAF for Royal Air Force.
Gary finds a hard drive with more aircraft data.
Aircrafts.
That you've downloaded off the internet?
Yeah.
The man's answers are becoming more vague, and his story sounds stranger all the time.
When I was young, I went to college, school, I had friends, but I've lost everything. I lost my friends, mates, everything, everyone's gone.
Doesn't seem to be able to back anything up that he's talking about. All his answers are sort of wavering. He's saying one thing, but he's not really backing it up and backtracking on things. So he's not telling us the truth about something. So we're going to swab his bag, screen it for explosives.
The officers believe the man may be involved in terrorist activities, and the suspect is saying nothing to explain the documents. Gary has called in Special Branch while they await the result of the swab for explosives. The explosive swab found no trace, but now they found evidence of multiple foreign trips paid for by someone else.
Basically, we found a lot of information about aircraft flight simulators, different magazines, different information on fuel from aircraft.
What planes are these? Are these small planes and commercial aircraft?
No. The Boeing planes, aircraft, the real aircraft, the
big long
yeah.
Gary calls in Special Branch to tell them about the suspect's strange story.
My mum's boyfriend pays for it as well. Not only my dad. I've got my mum's boyfriend. His name is.
Go back to the bench for you.
Yeah.
In a climate of global terrorism, the officers need to be on the lookout for all suspicious behavior.
That's the cabin crew information.
I don't want the cabin crew, but you can keep him if you want, because I'm not doing any work on these.
This is the list of...
That's on the passport. That's on the passport.
He's flown.
What does that tell him with what's in his passport?
In 2003, 2008, he said his took off 34 times and landed 34 times.
Gary and the UK border officers have taken the questioning as far as they can. They now hand the suspect over to Special Branch for further investigation.
Okay,
do you want to get your bags and just come and have a word with us?
Cheers, mate. I mean, there's nothing secret. I won't keep a secret.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, no worries.
For Gary and the team, the strange encounter comes to an end. In Gatwick's North Terminal, a plane has just come in from Port of Spain via St. Lucia. Flights from the Caribbean are a popular transit route for drug smugglers, and officers working in immigration have concerns about one particular passenger. As he collects his suitcase from the luggage carousel, Officer Paul escorts him through to the customs channels.
Do you have anything to declare to customs? Cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, firearms? One bottle of alcohol, okay.
Sniffer dog Bren also shows an interest in the passenger.
He showed an awful lot of interest in this gentleman here. Didn't as such indicate, but it gave me enough information to say, yeah, I want that looked at.
Okay, sir, need to ask some questions about your luggage. Has anybody given you anything at all to bring here?
Yeah. From Trinidad.
Okay. So when did you arrange this trip?
Well, she arranged this trip last month.
Last month?
Yeah, she told me last time she was in Trinidad to get her passport and she was invited to come up.
And who bought your ticket?
She did.
Do you know what she does for work?
Pardon?
Do you know what your auntie does for work here?
No.
No, you don't know that.
Paul conducts a thorough search of the man's bags for any signs of drugs.
So in Trinidad, you're a fisherman, yeah? Yeah. And how much do you get paid doing that then?
Well, I'm self-employed.
You're self-employed.
So
Depends how many fish you catch.
depends on how many fish.
So what are you intending to do while you're here?
Just visit.
And what made you want to visit this country?
Well, my aunt told me come up and see the autumn, how the leaves just fall and whatnot.
But the man's story about the seasons doesn't convince.
So you've come here to see autumn, have you? Wow. It's your first time of travel. So you've never even been to another Caribbean island or anything? So I can leave that with you, and I'll have a chat with my boss, and I'll be back with you in a minute, all right? Just ticking a lot of boxes, mate.
Yeah.
Very potentially, third party, his auntie bought the ticket, he's got 300 Trinidad and Tobago dollars with him.
That's it.
He's never even travelled abroad before.
The dog did show interest in him, so
On his body. This groin area, should we do strip? Yeah, good stripping. Hello, sir. I want to do a search on you, okay? To make sure you don't have anything on your body. What we'll do is we'll go to a private room, okay?
Suspecting he may have swallowed packages of drugs, the man is led away for further investigation.
What I want to do on you is strip search, okay? Because the dog showed an interest around the groin area, okay?
Okay, I understand.
Officer Paul conducts a thorough search of the passenger, but he's not found to be hiding anything.
You're not intending to stay here, no?
No.
You sure?
Positively sure about that.
But you don't have a return ticket, no?
They told me I have to return on the 14th of November.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any thing as yet, so...
There's one final way of finding out whether the man is smuggling drugs inside his body.
Another way people can bring drugs in the country is to have it inside them. Yeah.
Oh.
We have a machine which can do an X-ray. Are you okay to do that for us?
Why not?
Why not? Okay, good man.
The fisherman volunteers to do a full body X-ray. It will take just moments to find out if he's got drugs inside him.
Right, come up here and I'll show you. Right, this is a conveyor belt, okay? Okay, so you're going to stand on this, stand up here, and it's going to move when I say, face this way, no, face this way. Alright, come closer to me here, that's it, legs apart a bit more. Alright, you need to stay very still, otherwise it won't work and we'll have to do it again, okay? Alright, so now, breathe, and breathe out.
Okay, sir, thank you very much.
Despite their suspicions, this time the X-ray shows there are no packages inside the man's body.
My colleague upstairs still has an interest in you, okay? He's basically a fisherman in Trinidad and Tobago. He doesn't earn very much money. His ticket was bought yesterday by a third party, which is supposedly an auntie, but he doesn't know what that auntie even does for a job or anything like that. Basically, his story and his reasons for coming here not only drew our attention, but also the immigration officials upstairs. So unless possibly they can find this auntie and she could substantiate why he's here, he may be on the next flight home. We'll have to see.
The man was questioned further by officers in immigration and was eventually denied entry into the UK. Gatwick is the second largest airport in the UK, and numerous flights land from the Caribbean every day.
Slow this one a little bit. Thank you.
Officers are observing passengers from a Trinidad and Tobago flight, and sniffer dog Lucy is using her sensitive nose to search for traces of drugs. A lone female passenger has caught the eye of officers, so she's pulled over in the customs channels to answer a few questions about her visit to the Caribbean.
Do you know anybody out in Trinidad and Tobago? Do you have friends out there?
I visited a friend there in Tobago.
Oh, right, okay, so you stayed with him or her?
Yeah.
Is it a lady or a man?
It's a man.
A man, okay, right. Okay, so you've come back, these are all your bags, are they? This and this here? You know everything that's in these bags, you pack them yourself? Do you know it's in...
But the woman starts to get upset because she's already had her bag searched in Trinidad and Tobago.
Did you pay for your trip yourself?
My friend paid.
Oh, your friend who lives out there, is it? Okay.
And I don't think he's a drug dealer.
Okay.
Officer John is immediately alarmed by the woman's last comment.
Do you use drugs or anything, or does your friend use drugs as far as you're aware?
What do you mean drugs?
Class A, what we call Class A, cocaine, heroin?
Never used any drugs.
That's great. Thank you for letting me know.
A swab test is carried out on the woman's suitcase.
Okay, wait me one moment.
The test will show whether the woman has come into contact with any drugs on her visit to the Caribbean.
It's come up as positive for contact with cocaine. So I'll ask the lady now if she can explain why that would be in her case. I'll just ask her a few more questions now. Okay, madam, that machine test has come up positive for contact with cocaine. Is there any reason, as I say, ask again, do you use cocaine or does your friend use cocaine as far as you're aware?
The woman gets tearful, which raises John's suspicions even further.
But you don't use it, you're certain about that? OK. Well, because of that, it means I do need to turn it out and have a quick look inside it, OK? Don't worry, don't get upset. Don't worry.
He put something in my bag.
Well, let's see. How long have you known your friend?
Not very long.
OK. And how do you know him? From
I met
where?
him in London. He lived in London and he just moved there with a business and he looks like he's really having a business and he's a respectable person. I don't know.
OK.
Clearly, the woman doesn't know her male friend very well. John has further doubts about her story.
Has he forced you to bring anything here?
No.
Are you sure? Because now's the time to let me know.
He hasn't given me anything. Like, he hasn't told me anything to carry with him for him.
Right, just have a quick scan through the X-ray. It's just at the end of the hall there, so if you just wait for me and have a look what I'm doing, you just stay there. She's tearful and she seems quite nervous. And she said one comment that got me a bit interested. She said, "Oh God, I hope he hasn't put anything in my bag," which is an odd thing for somebody to say.
The X-ray of the bag will show if the woman knows more than she's letting on.
The case doesn't appear to have any concealments in it. It's very light.
Nothing is found hidden in the suitcase, but Officer John isn't finished with the woman yet.
How come my bag is a reading if there's anything in there?
Well, that's what's intrigued me. That's what's intrigued me.
The mystery behind the high cocaine trace means the search is taken to the next level.
Now, as I say, I've had a look in your bag. I'm satisfied there's nothing in there. I'm quite happy about that. But sometimes people do bring in drugs on their body or inside their body. And what I'd like to do is to do a search, check, my female colleague's going to do that, just to check to see that you're not carrying anything on your body. Because of the high reading and because of where you've come from, that's my concerns. OK?
Despite the woman's tears, she's led away to have a strip search.
Right, if you just want to take a seat for a minute, because I've just got some forms and stuff to fill out, all right?
The woman's shoes are also taken away to be swab tested. Positive traces of drugs found from this test often suggest that the passenger is carrying drugs inside their body.
That's quite a low reading for cocaine on the shoe, not anywhere near what was in the bag. And where she's come from, Trinidad and Tobago, then that maybe isn't an unreasonable background contamination.
Nothing is found during the strip search, and John is happy she's not carrying anything illegal.
Thank you very much for your patience with us, all right? We're happy there that you've got nothing, so you're free to go on your way as soon as you're ready. Thank you. The strip search is very invasive. We wouldn't do that for no reason whatsoever. That's quite a big thing, and obviously she was quite upset by that. We're not going to do a body scan unless it actually is justified, and in this instance that wasn't warranted, so we didn't proceed to that. And I believe that she didn't have any prohibited or restricted goods on her this morning.
At Gatwick Airport, holidaymakers have just returned to the UK from Ibiza. Young travellers visiting the party island are often stopped and checked for the presence of drugs on their return. The baggage of one such passenger has tested positive for the presence of cocaine and amphetamines.
Okay, so it's very high, it just went off the scale. Yeah. When I sort of asked him if there's likely to be anything there, he got very tetchy.
Yeah, he's been quite tetchy since.
Okay.
Due to the unusually high reading, Officer Andy decides to take the passenger for a strip search.
Right, sir, I'd like to have a word with you in a private office, please. Okay, if you'd like to come with me with your bags.
All right.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, do you know how long this is going to be?
Difficult to say at this time, okay? I'll explain everything when we get in there, yeah.
Andy's colleague Kathy has gained some important information about the passenger's health.
He's narcoleptic and he hasn't had any medication. He hasn't eaten or drunk for 2 days. So he's come back because he started having mini seizures.
Right.
So just be careful.
Yeah, okay. Can you let the senior officer know?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Right, my colleague's just said to me that you suffer from epilepsy. Is that right? Yeah. And are you actually okay at the moment, or?
Well, I've come back to get home and sort things out. I've been up for 2 days. I haven't got any medication right now.
Do you need medication urgently?
Not right now.
Okay, but for a few minutes you're okay?
Yeah, no.
No.
Despite his health issues, the passenger is happy to proceed with the search.
You've got the right to object, okay?
No, that's all right. I'll get out and done with it.
Thanks.
As well as a strip search, the man's shoes are taken away to be swab tested. A drug hit from this test may suggest he's carrying packages inside his body. And with another extremely high trace, the man has more explaining to do.
Looking up traces of cocaine. So have you been taking or using any controlled substance?
Why would your trainers be?
Check, open them up.
No, it's not a case of that. It's like you might have stuff inside you.
Inside of me?
Yeah.
Do an X-ray on me.
An X-ray will be the quickest way to know if the man is telling the truth.
Okay, right. Because of that, okay, I've got to arrest you.
You can arrest me?
Okay, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the illegal importation of a controlled drug.
Okay.
I must caution you, don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
The man's fate now hangs on the results of the X-ray.
So what I'd like you to do is breathe in, hold your breath, and it will carry you along to the end. And we'll stop, okay? And be as still as you can. Breathe in. Very still. It's great. Yeah, come out. Thank you. So, yeah, you haven't got anything. I appreciate your cooperation.
That's all right.
Thank you. So you're no longer under arrest. I don't know about nervous, but you seem quite edgy and trying to hurry me up. You know that. I mean, some passengers are like that anyway, but that's how he seems. So all in all, I thought there was some reasonable grounds, you know, to search him. But anyway, I appreciate your cooperation.
With nothing found on the passenger, he's free to go.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Bye then. Bye.
Across at Gatwick's North Terminal, officers are busy processing passengers entering the country. A flight has just arrived from Trinidad and Tobago, and passengers disembarking the flight are being assessed by drugs detection dog Lottie and Officer Claire. Documents are checked at immigration, and passengers are questioned about the purpose of their visit to the UK. One passenger's story in particular has caused concern. A lone female has given a number of suspicious reasons for entering the UK.
Right, okay, we're going to go in here now, okay, have a look at your luggage, okay. First of all, I have to ask you if you've got anything to declare to customs.
No.
Any alcohol, tobacco,
No.
cigarettes?
Nothing like
and
that.
do you understand it's illegal to bring some things here?
Yeah.
Like controlled drugs, offensive weapons? You understand that?
Yes.
Got nothing like that?
Nothing like
Okay.
The woman told immigration she's planning to visit her fiancé before traveling to France. But alarm bells started ringing when it emerged she had just $60 to fund her entire trip.
And is this all of your luggage?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Did you pack it all yourself?
My mom,
Your mum?
yeah, helped me.
Were you there when she packed it?
I was in the bedroom. I was in bedroom getting ready.
Do you fully understand what's in the suitcases?
Yes, I
Yeah?
have my
Okay. Has anybody in Trinidad given you anything to bring here for them?
No.
And your friend is meeting you here?
Yes,
Yeah, okay. When did you meet him?
I met him last
Okay.
year. He asked me if I would like to come visit, so.
The woman seems surprised to have been stopped. And although she's cooperating fully, officers will conduct a thorough check of all of her bags to ensure she's carrying nothing illegal.
When did you get the ticket?
I got the ticket sometime last week.
Yeah. Why did you only get the ticket last week?
Oh, because he sent me a cash from me.
Oh, he's paid for the trip for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A swab test is conducted on the woman's belongings as the search continues through her cases. And a trace reading for cocaine deepens the intrigue. With nothing else found hidden in the woman's luggage, Officer Kevin wants to conduct an X-ray to see if she's carrying drugs inside her body.
What we've got is a body scanner. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
You don't mind going through that?
I don't mind at all.
No? If we do that, and hopefully you'll be able to get on your holiday.
Kevin approaches his superior to get approval for the body scan.
I'm just going to body scan her. Right. She's, I've run it past her and she's quite happy to do it. Okay. Just to make sure.
Yeah, so she's going to do it as a voluntary.
Yeah.
In just a few moments, officers will find out if they were right to be suspicious.
Okay, what you need to do is you need to stand on here like this, okay, with your hands by your side, all right? And then when the officer says, take a deep breath and hold it, and then this will move, and it will go through and then stop. Do you understand? Okay. Yeah, just go on there like that, yeah.
All right, go very slowly, you won't bang into the wall. Are you ready to go now? Yeah. That's great. Here we go.
I can't see any regular shapes, Kevin, to be honest, in the areas we're looking at.
No, I don't think so.
We're happy that she doesn't have anything inside her, which is the main reason for using the body scan. There's a possibility that she might have a package inside her bra, which has been known in the past. The definitive thing is to actually do a search, which wasn't done before this body scan. So we'll do that, and then we'll find out exactly if there is anything there or if there isn't.
The woman is led back to a private interview room where the search will take place.
Just take a seat over there. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what's going to happen is, okay, because we can't tell what it is, the female officer's going to search you, all right? Okay.
But it doesn't take long to find the cause of the abnormality on the scan.
You need to get a new bra, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be bigger. That's what the picture was. See?
Yeah, okay.
That's what the picture shows, you see.
Thank you very much again, once again.
The cause of the alarm is put down to the woman's bra.
All right, I'm sure you had to go through that, all right?
Having completed both customs and immigration checks, she's free to continue her travels.